A planned soda switch at the Frisch's restaurants has lit up the Local 12 Facebook page. Tri-State big boys are moving from Coke to Pepsi. Bob Herzog shows us for some that switch could be the final straw.
Well, when one hears the term Cola Wars, more than likely what comes to mind are the epic advertising battles waged between Coke and Pepsi in the 1980s. Well, there's a new front in this caramel-colored conflict, and it could be a big problem for a big boy. Yesterday, we told you about a change coming to Frisch's restaurants. The company just recently signed a 7-year contract effectively altering its beverage allegiance from Coke to Pepsi. And what we found from customers at the Frisch's location in Delhi Township was that feelings about the change, like a cherry or a vanilla Coke, are mixed.
Not very happy about the switch.
You know, Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, it's all the same to me.
Well, I'd rather have the Coke product instead of the Pepsi. Pepsi's way too sweet.
I like Pepsi. Pepsi tastes better than Coke to me. It's not as acidic.
The fact that you're going to change it is really crappy.
The comments on our Facebook page weren't quite as evenly dispersed. Now, there were some that preferred Pepsi and maybe Mountain Dew. There were a few that didn't think it was a big deal, but the overwhelming majority of the 3,000 plus comments were negative in regard to the change. Here are just a few. Darren checked in and said, "How do I feel?" Well, your, meaning Frisch's, regular customers built your business based on a certain blend of flavors that they crave and keep coming back for those. Flavors spark memories of simpler times, car hops, cruising the lot after Friday football games, etc. Also checking in Don. Coke and Frisch's go together like baseball and hot dogs. Gina says, "I like Pepsi better than Coke, but not at Frisch's. There's no point in going without getting a famous vanilla Coke." Nick says, "I like Pepsi, but Frisch's and Coke were made for each other." So similar to what Gina had to say. Shelley says, "What a waste of wonderful ice." But don't worry, fans of Frisch's Ice, we've confirmed no changes are planned there. Bob Herzog, Local 12 News.